At any given moment, 97% of your audience is not ready to buy. The success of your entire pipeline depends entirely on finding the 3% who are. And when a buyer shows intent, the clock starts. Contacting them within the first 5 minutes makes you 21 times more likely to convert. But right now, your sales reps are losing that momentum. They spend 15 minutes manually researching leads on LinkedIn or waste hours chasing down stale ebook downloads while the buyer moves on. We are going to fix that. Today, we are building a 2026 signal-based revenue engine, a system designed to completely automate the isolation, enrichment, and routing of your best prospects. Step 1 requires an immediate fix. Open your CRM right now because we are going to change one setting that instantly improves lead quality. In 2026, working harder on unqualified lists simply wastes time. Capturing revenue requires leveraging agentic AI to instantly engage the exact buyers whose behavior grants you permission to sell. First, we need to redefine what counts as a lead. In your scoring rules, set up a requirement for a layered signal before a prospect enters the 3% fast lane. This diagram shows how layering works. We require a mandatory overlap of first, second, and third-party data. That means combining an action like a pricing page visit with a broader event like reading category reviews and a recent funding announcement. By enforcing these strict criteria, you permanently filter out the 97% of marketable qualified noise, protecting your sales team's bandwidth for actual buyers. Step 2 is enforcing a strict data decay window within your CRM's retention settings. This line graph illustrates why data freshness matters. You must heavily weight signals from the last 7 to 14 days and apply a massive decay function to purge anything older than 30 days. Warning tone. Stale intent data creates false confidence for your reps. Reaching out based on a 2-month-old signal is actively worse than having no data at all. Because intent data has a half-life of days, speed and freshness are the only true qualifiers for a sales-ready lead in the modern stack. Step 3 focuses on context. We are going to deploy waterfall enrichment at the exact point of lead capture. This system maps firmographic fields in real time, automatically filling in job titles, tech stacks, and funding stages the instant a lead is generated. We do this instantly because newly hired executives spend Because the system handles this context gathering, your reps must abandon the old habit of manually reviewing and researching leads before reaching out. Eliminating that human research bottleneck is the only scalable way to capitalize on the highly transient, lucrative buying windows of top-tier accounts. Now for Step 4, replacing your static web forms with dynamic, instant routing workflows. Go into your website backend and completely delete those generic, "Thank you, someone will be in touch" confirmation pages. Instead, embed smart AI chatbots or rep-aligned calendar links directly onto high-intent pages, like your pricing tier or demo request screens. When a scored top 3% lead engages, this setup ensures they bypass the general sales inbox entirely, flowing straight into direct routing. The system then automatically drops an AI-drafted meeting request directly into the buyer's active messaging flow, striking while their interest is at its absolute peak. True RevOps automation systematically removes all friction between a qualified buyer's impulse and a seller's calendar. Simply collecting email addresses is a distraction. By configuring this dual-engine strategy, the 97% of your audience that isn't ready is seamlessly routed to educational nurture sequences, while the top 3% are instantly enriched, scored, and routed. If you've implemented these 4 steps, you are now officially operating on the 2026 AI standard for revenue generation. Send this tutorial to your RevOps manager or head of sales immediately. You need to implement these rules to protect your pipeline and prevent rep burnout. Ultimately, this system proves that AI does not replace sales professionals, it elevates them, clearing away the noise so they can focus entirely on strategy.